Hey guys, it's Malin and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you're notified when my next video comes out. Alright, so today's obviously another mukbang, and on today's menu, I have some Indian inspired butter chicken. And I'm saying inspired because I don't think it's 100% authentic. I got this recipe from one of my best friends, and you know, she made it one day and I really liked it, and I'm like, okay, this is really close to butter chicken that you can buy at the restaurant. And what I like about this recipe, well, what I like about making it on my own is that I can control how much butter goes into this dish, because every time I get it from the restaurant, it's super oily with butter. I mean, I know it's butter chicken, but like, you know, I don't want it like overflowing with butter. So I made this on my own, and I've made this recipe a couple times. It's been a hit, so this is probably like my 10th time making it. I'll list the ingredients that I use down in the description below, so you guys can check that out after. This is a coconut milk based butter chicken dish. Oh yeah, and what's different about it as well is I did add like more vegetables like onion, and I love peppers in my butter chicken, so I added that, and it's just all chicken breast in there, but I also just garnish it with some cilantro because I like that cilantro taste. Like, I love Indian food. I mean, I haven't really tasted a lot of different dishes. All the ones that I have tasted, I really liked it, and I know that I like it. So, but I don't really know what's good or like what to get really. So yeah, like I've only tasted like butter chicken. I think it's called pani puri or something like that, where they have like a crispy shell, and then you put like chickpea potato based sauce inside with some chutney or something like that on top, but like that's really good. I also recently tasted dosas. Those are so good. I don't really have a lot of restaurants in my city like known for really good Indian food, unless I'm just not really looking. I really love butter chicken. This is probably like the first dish that I actually got to try like that was like Indian inspired, and I fell in love with it. And I remember everyone, like all of my friends, you know, all of my Asian friends were like, why do you like that? It stinks. And even my boyfriend was like, I don't like that. They started, you know, tasting it, and now they love it. Oh yeah, again, I made all of this on my own except for the naan. Obviously, like I don't have a tandoor oven in my house, but I just bought this from the store. I wish I had like fresh naan, but it's okay. But yeah, I'm so excited because I obviously haven't ate yet, and I'm super hungry, and I haven't had this in a while, and I haven't made this in a while, so I'm so excited. And also, I was sick of just like buying butter chicken from the restaurant, and I'd only get like 4 pieces, or like not 4, but like 7 pieces of chicken breast with so much sauce. Homemade is the way to go. You know, this is just an Indian inspired recipe, so no one attack me for, you know, it's not authentic or whatever. You know, this is just the way I made it. And obviously, get my drink prepared. Of course, my Coke. Seriously, like, Coke, please sponsor me. Just kidding. And again, you might hear my dog's little paws going around again, so let's get started. Okay, so first bite. Ooh, look at that. I always don't go close enough in my first bite. Ooh, I made that spicy today. I mean, nothing wrong with spicy. I love spicy, but to a certain extent. But this is pretty spicy. I think I just added a lot of cayenne pepper to it, that's why. But it's still really good. I'll also try with some rice here. Mm. Yeah. Ooh. Spicy. It's like a spicy challenge or something. Ooh, I'll just get a couple more bites in here before I ramble on. Yeah, like when I first tried this, like homemade, one of my best friends made it, and I think that's the reason why I like it with vegetables in it, because she's a vegetarian, so all she added was like tofu and like peppers and stuff like that, and I thought it was so good. So now I've been adding peppers to my butter chicken. And the cilantro like really gives it a different flavor. Okay, I'll get one more bite in here for, oops. Actually, I should start burping because people want to hear me burp. Okay. Seriously, like, you guys need to make this. Tastes legit. Just kidding. Alright, so today's topic is my experience with college/university. How many of you out there are a victim of the pressure of going to school right after high school? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. And fun fact, I just recently finished college, so yay me! Yeah, so I just recently finished college, but that was a 3-year journey for me. But before that, I was in university for a while, just doing part-time schooling. I was a victim of the pressure of going to university right after high school. Like, I didn't even know what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. All I knew was that, okay, university is like the way to go. And no, I'm not judging people who go to university, because I think education is definitely great and everything. Yeah, like, education is great, but like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And so I was taking a bunch of classes, and I pretty much switched like 3 times or something like that. Like, at first I wanted to go into nursing, so I was taking a bunch of like nursing prerequisites and whatever, and I am not judging nurses or anything like that, because, you know, I have a lot of friends who are nurses, but it just wasn't for me. And also, my story about my finger, I like fainted at blood, so I obviously can't even be a freaking nurse or anything like that. So got out of that really quickly. And I don't know, I just, during high school, I never really had like really good advice or the resources to, you know, try to find out what I liked, really. Like, in high school, like, as you guys know, I was a bad teenager. I would just always want to hang out with my friends, and like wasn't thinking about my future, and was like, okay, I'll just try to wing it, which was a bad idea. After that, I changed my mind again, and I don't know, I was like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna settle for, I don't know, majoring in like psychology or minoring in history. So I took psychology up to 3rd year, in history up to 3rd year. I was like, you know what? I want to be an architect. Okay, I was like, okay, I want to be an architect. So I don't know. I just started taking all these classes, and like I just never had really good studying habits because I don't know, in university versus college, university you have all of these like you have all of this free time to do whatever you want, and you make your own schedule. You can go to school like maybe twice or 3 times a week. And, you know, I took advantage of that, and like, you know, some days I'd skip or whatever, which was stupid. But lesson learned, because I did pay all of my, well, most of my university on my own. And so after that, you know, I was just like, not taking school seriously. In university, you know, you have like big classes. You're not really like on one-on-one with the teacher. And like, I remember so many times I would go to school with some of my friends when we had the same class. If it was like 8 in the morning, and like, I would fall asleep in class. Like, I never did that in high school or anything, but in university I did. And I don't know, I always thought 8 in the morning was so early, but when I think of it now, I'm like, hey, 8 a.m. is like not even that early. Like, oh, I was just such a wimp, and like, I just wasn't motivated. You know, like that typical stereotype where your Asian parents are like super strict about school and whatever, right? My mom was never like that. My mom wasn't very strict on me when it came to school. So I mean, I don't blame her, obviously, but like, she was like, the fact that she wasn't super strict on me, I never really took school so seriously, so that those habits carried on to my university, which, yeah, I wish I waited a year after high school to even go to university, like, you know, just work and like think about what I needed to do. That's like one of my regrets, just to wait a year. And I hope my sister's watching this and listening to me and taking notes. Just kidding. It just never worked out for me. I just didn't see, I wasn't motivated. And if you're not motivated, like I strongly suggest don't even go through with it. Like, go when you're motivated and go when you know what you want to do and stuff like that. So, you know, I took kind of like, I think a semester off after I decided to quit university. And I remember I just felt so torn. Like, I was like, no, my life is over. Like, I'm a failure. I'm never gonna make it in life and blah, blah, blah. I was just so depressed, and I remember I was just so sad. I think I was like, yeah, I was so upset, like complaining to my boyfriend. And I think at this point, like, my boyfriend only knew at the time. I never really told anyone in this because, you know, I was doing my research and I was just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then I was just like, oh, I don't know if school's for me. I was just such in like, I was so confused, and like I just, you know, just needed some guidance or like, you know, some motivation, and like I never really thought about it, about my future really. And then, because, you know, when you're younger, like, you're not really thinking about those things. I grew up in an environment where we never really talked about that type of stuff, so I think that really affected my view on school. Okay, hold on here. I'm getting a little messy. Yeah, so, you know, I took a semester off. I was just working or whatever. And I decided to do some research online. So I was like, I did want to go into architecture in university, but I really don't think university is for me right now. The reason why I say right now is because maybe one day I do want to go back to university, but as of right now, no. Oh, this is spicy. So I grabbed some milk because it's super freaking spicy, but it's okay. yeah, so I started doing my research online, and then I found like a program that I really liked in college. Applied for it, and then I was accepted, and I was due to start that later on that year. This course was like an intense, like 3-year course. School, work, school, work, school, basically. I remember I was so nervous because I was like, oh my god, am I ever even gonna like, am I even gonna finish this? I feel like I'm entering college later on in life, but I realized that it doesn't even really matter what age you are. Like, it doesn't even, I don't think it even matters if you finish like early or not, like right after high school or later on in life, because honestly, like, everyone's has their own pace that they want to go to, so all of the power to you. I just had those thoughts in my head and like what society thinks is normal, which now as I'm older, I think, okay, who gives a fuck about what anyone thinks? Do you? Who cares if you finish things later on in life or early on in life? They're not you. They're, you know, they're irrelevant. In a way that like me starting college later on was really good, because, you know, I got my shit together right away once I started college, because, you know, even in elementary, junior high, high school, university, like, it was never intense for me. I always had it easy. I always had so much time to finish whatever. I got to choose my schedule, blah, blah, blah. But once college hit, I was like, whoa, okay. It was like 8 to 4, Monday to Friday. With like 7 classes that you have to do, and with assignments, and you're in a class that's way smaller than university, like a quarter of it. To be honest, like, my overall experience with college was amazing. I think like college was probably one of the best years of my life, I guess, just because, you know, I was older and I was more mature and I took things more seriously and I enjoyed it and I loved what I was learning, versus university. Like, I didn't enjoy that at all. I also got to meet like a lot of new people through college who I would still call my friends after college. I was at a point in my life where I was just like, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? Is this the right time for me, type of thing? But, you know, in the end, it really did work out for me. Like, I worked super hard and, you know, gained some experience, and I really did think that college was one of the best things that happened to me. I freaking love naan. Like, I could just eat it by itself because it's that good. Fun fact, I'm obsessed with bread ends, or like bready things. Like I love crust. Like here, I love the corners. I like the corners of like bready foods. It's so good. Yeah, and also with college, like, I feel that college, you definitely get a lot of more hands-on experience. Well, at least at my college, we did. Oops. Ooh. Yeah, I like with college, you just get more personal level of your teachers, you know, like, you don't have to, you're kind of more on a friend-to-friend level with them, versus in like university, you're kind of just like, you feel like you're like this, but in college you kind of feel like more like their friend, and like you can talk to them. I'm not saying don't go to university, like, that's not the point of this video. Point of this video is just to share my experience through college and how I went about overcoming, you know, education and whatnot. But I'm very glad I did complete this because it is a big accomplishment for me. Oops. I wish that I got advice, you know, you don't have to have education to be successful in life. Not to say that education is really bad. As a millennial, you know, I know millennials are definitely thinking like, oh, you know, entrepreneurship and stuff like that, starting their own business and like whatever. But yeah, I just don't think education, like university and college, is always like 100% guaranteed. I just don't like how society thinks that you should go to school just to get like a good life. There are people out there who don't have school and, you know, grind it out and they make it. Okay, I just have like rice here, which I'm not gonna really finish because I don't like just rice. But I'll finish this here. Wow, that was a lot of butter chicken. My stomach's probably gonna hurt later because of all the spiciness. Like, I didn't realize how spicy I made this. And, oh my god. Like, I love spicy food, but to a certain extent, but not where it's like burning where I can't like keep eating. Okay, so I'll just get a couple more bites in here. Just get one more bite in here. Big bite. Okay, this is pretty big. Oh, okay. Wow, that was a lot. You guys see me going back and forth with my Coke and my milk. Like, oh my god, that's like not even a good mix. Ugh. This was just like, again, this is like my experience and how I was like, it also honestly depends how you're brought up. In my Asian household, it wasn't like, you know, rammed into my head that, you know, you need to get good grades or else you're gonna fail in life type of thing. My mom was very lenient with that. She was lenient with school, but like not lenient with me going out. What? Like, I don't get it. But what's funny now is that, you know, I've always had a creative side to me. So I'm actually really surprised that I didn't go anything into like artsy or like, you know, creativeness and something like along those lines. Cause I've always been like a creative person. I'm also a musical person. Fun fact, I used to sing when I was little. I used to be in vocal jazz. I come from a background of singers, but I'm not gonna sing for you guys today because my throat, you know, has spicy stuff in it. So as I'm getting older, I am getting in touch with more of my creative side, which I love because I feel like that's what I was like meant to do. You know, I'm just trying to learn this YouTube thing as I go. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm sorry if it wasn't as funny as my other videos. This is more of like a serious topic, but you know, I just wanted to share my college experience and give some advice to people who are maybe in the same boat as I was. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think I should eat next or what recipes you guys think I should try next. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.